Hello, my fellow YouTubers. It's me again, Carlita, your Spice Queen. Yeah, I am here again with another word on the curve. And the word is that the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 13, recaps. Sparks fly in Mexico. And I have the details. But before we get started, let's do what we do naturally. Let's please like. I really do need likes to help the algorithm. Okay? Subscribe. Please subscribe so that I can grow the channel. I need subscribers. Okay? And share. Please share amongst your friends, Twitter, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. And comment. Please comment. They help motivate me to create more content. Now, if you are already a Spicer, please hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I upload new content. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, now with every word on the curve, we do know there is an article. This information is brought to us by Reality T. Okay, and it is authored by JLP on January the 9th, 2023. And it reads like this. The Real Housewives of Potomac continue to give us everything and more, with shade like no other and fresh drama each and every week. Season 7, Episode 13, titled Sisterhood of the Traveling Beef, took viewers on a roller coaster of emotions. From a surprising feud between Jacqueline Blake and Mia Thornton to the huge blow-up between Sharice Jackson, Jordan, and Karen Huger. I think that's only scratching the surface of what's to come. If I know the Housewives, we're also going to get a continuation of Ashley Darby and Candace Dillard Bassett argument from Karen's live show regarding her friend's allegations about her husband, Chris Bassett. And who knows, we may even see Candace versus Giselle Bryant again as well. Okay? In the meantime, here are five takeaways from the latest episodes of Real Housewives of Potomac. Now let's start with Robin's wedding that never was. Okay? So I am a huge, now this is the author saying this, but I am as well. So I am a huge Robin fan. I loved her since the first season of the show. I was so excited for her when she got engaged because I knew that would secure her at least another season or two as she prepped for her wedding. Well, now we're 2 seasons later and she's barely given us anything. In this most recent episode, she invites a custom stylist to fit her husband, Juan Dixon, and their 2 handsome sons, Corey and Carter, for tuxedos. Now that Juan has agreed to sign the prenup, the infamous prenup, she can actually plan her wedding. So Robin says, she told this wedding planner their hope was to get married in July. When they filmed this scene, July was 40 days away. Stop the lies, Robin. Now, this is not stop the lies, Robin. My personal theory is they met before as a family to decide what to say and hire this guy to come over with a measuring tape to get the producer's content. Well, it makes sense, okay? Okay, let's be real. No housewife is planning a super low-key wedding with literally no one but themselves, not even their parents. Yet, film the entire process leading up to it. Be for real with us. Clearly, we know it was all for show because they didn't obtain their marriage certificate until August, in the words of Sharice Jackson. Okay, let's move on. All right, now, Real Housewives of Potomac, vacation in Mexico. Finally, the cast trip is finally here. True Housewife fans know this is where stuff goes down or it hits the fan, whichever you prefer. But before we get to the drama, Karen let the viewers know that she would be co-hosting this trip with Ashley because it's her birthday. Ashley has taken control of the activities and plans to put the ladies through a rigorous schedule while there. No sitting by the pool and sipping margaritas. Ashley wants to ensure the ladies are sightseeing and appreciating the culture around them. I can respect that, right? And it's better content for us as viewers. Anyway, now let's move on. Now let's put up there on your screen there the fallout of Jacqueline and Mia. And I tell you, it's serious. Well, right? We're finally here. The part in the season where Jacqueline and Mia's friendship starts to crumble. Throughout this entire episode, we were able to see a closer look at Jacqueline and Mia's friendship. Mia shared that she's been frustrated with Jacqueline because at the time, she would always ask Mia to watch her kids, take care of them, and feed them. Mia grew increasingly tired of that. I don't blame her at all. This is the author. Those are not her children, and she shouldn't feel obligated to have to care for them. While the ladies were on the plane to Mexico, Mia and Jacqueline had a heated discussion about parenting. From what the rest of the cast was saying, the conversation centered around them not agreeing on how to raise their kids. Mia said that Jacqueline said, quote, "It takes a village to raise a family, but you wouldn't know nothing about that," end quote. Wow. Oof. Oof. I do not believe Mia. However, we know she's like to add a little extra sauce to her stories to make them interesting. And these girls have been friends for 20 years, I tell you. There's no way Jacqueline would say something so insensitive when she's been open about her childhood trauma, right? Well, I guess she did. And here we are. Okay, now, the reason on. When the ladies were finally off the plane and seated, the cast tried to get Mia and Jacqueline to discuss their problems. Both of them at the time were saying how they're sisters and they fight like this all of the time and they'll be fine in no time. Jacqueline said she felt this was their worst fight of all time. Mia disagreed, reminding her of the time she threw a brick at her in the 11th grade because she wouldn't let her copy her math homework. Oh, wow, yikes. Talking about mad day. This friendship sounds pretty toxic. And if it were me, I would have dipped a long time ago. All right. After Mia brought up the brick throw, Jacqueline said she felt Mia needed more, man part, down there. Mia didn't respond very well to this, right? She told Jacqueline not to try me before eventually channeling her inner Nene Leakes, saying, quote, "Keep your legs closed to married men." Her mouth dropped. Okay, hello? What is happening here? Damn, Mia, this is your bestie? Even if that's true, you're airing out, stuff like that? You're airing out like that, her dirty laundry? I mean, it was sad. Okay, let's read on. Okay, after this explosive fight between now former besties, Mia and Jacqueline, so they're no longer friends, right? After 20 years, the ladies head outside to the beach to meet a shaman. Of course, we're used to seeing these sort of spiritual ceremonies taking place on the Real Housewives franchise. And they typically tend to be a bit of a healing moment for the ladies who have major beefs to work out. However, whatever this shaman did clearly didn't work, because as the ladies were wrapping up and making their way around the group with hugs, Mia tried to hug Jacqueline, and she got extremely cold shouldered. It looks like when Jacqueline screamed, quote, "I'm done with you," end quote, to Mia, she meant it. And truthfully, I think that's the healthy thing to do. Now let's move on. Let's move on to these ladies. Here we go. Now let's go to Charisse. Charisse and Karen. Okay? Since the beginning of the season, fans have thankfully been reintroduced to Charisse. Let me put that there. That's a small picture. She's on the far left. Since the beginning of the season, fans have thankfully been reintroduced to Charisse, a season 1 OG who carried the first 2 seasons alongside Giselle when they fought over the firefighter boyfriend. Comment Gizzy made on Watch What Happens Live after exiting the series at the end of season 3. She's now in a recurring role. However, that doesn't mean everyone was excited to welcome her back to the Potomac Circle. Karen, for some reason, has a huge issue with Charisse. None of us know why, but would love an answer so we can make sense of the drama between these two. At Rama's Wacky Tacky Family Fun Day event, Charisse showed up, and as soon as she did, Karen ran to the opposite side of the field, claiming not to feel well before swiftly leaving the scene. Giselle and Robin were saddened for Charisse because she was the only cast member who didn't receive an invite to Karen's live show event. The ladies were specifically confused because Karen went out of her way to invite ex-housewife Katie Ross, and she even invited Jacqueline, who also an official friend of this season. So why couldn't Cha-Cha get an invite? Talking about Charisse, Cha-Cha. First time I heard that one, Giselle let it be known she would get to the bottom of it on their trip to Mexico. During one of their group dinners, Giselle eased the 2 ladies into having the conversation, and it didn't end too well. Although we got a typical, quote to be continued cliffhanger, the little snippet we saw before looked promising, Charisse banged the table. Karen followed suit and even shouted with her finger in Charisse's face. So, what you will not do is talk about my mother. Now, I did not hear her talk about her mother, okay? So, I just want to put that out there. Whoa, okay, Karen, I don't think she was talking negatively about your mother. I think you just want a reason to blow up so the ladies won't question you. And you can disengage, from this conversation without giving the ladies the real reason why you guys don't get along. Okay, wow, that's the end of that one. Now, my thoughts on this is this. Very informative. I mean, it's a cliffhanger. Like I said, I saw it, and I was very, very excited about it and everything. So I can't wait for the next episode. Again, like I said, I thought it would be informative. I just wanted to give a little recap to let you all know about episode 13. It was very, very busy. Like I said, I couldn't take my eyes from it. So I'm going to leave the description. The link in the description for this particular article, because there is a clip there that, you can look at to show one of the scenes there. So that's it. Please let me know your thoughts. Tell me what you think about it. Like I said, it helps me continue to create content. It just motivates me overall. So without further ado, I will see you in my next video.